Welcome everyone! We are here for another episode of In the Trenches. So, this morning, guys, we are going to run through a real scenario active listening. So, do you want to go through the steps or you want me to just.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so we had active listening throughout the week, Monday through Wednesday, I think it was. Then we had underneath that Jason did some reflective listening, mirroring what the customer, myself, said to him. And then underneath that, you have also probing questions. So we're going to run through a quick example for you so you can start getting your feet wet.
Yeah, well, exactly. So we talked about active listening, listening actively to what the customer is saying to you. Um, you're going to get feedback. We talked about not only what the customer is saying, but also their body language. That's important to
Mm,
pay attention to.
yeah.
That reflective listening, where you are mirroring back what the customer said. Ooh, she's not looking, she's a little closed off there. Um, Mirroring back to the customer what they're saying so that they know that you're actually listening to them. That not only lets them know that you're listening to them, it also is reinforcing in your mind key points. So you're listening for those key points and then probing questions, right? We want to have some good questions. It's good to have a list of them to start off with. Know those probing questions. As you move forward, you'll develop some on the fly, but getting that list of questions is going to help you to at least form a base, right, of good questions.
That's
And
right.
like we talked about before, you're going to meet up with objections. There's really only a handful of objections you really are going to see on a regular basis. And with a list of probing questions, you probably need 10 to probably good 10 questions, right? That you're going to use almost all the time. Maybe you'll add some additional ones here and there. So,
So hold on. So since we're going to do this kind of like an impromptu type of role play, he's gonna be easy on me. So I'm gonna be the easy customer
oh boy.
today.
All right,
Okay?
that works.
So
That
yeah,
works. Okay.
just so the audience knows and you're in tune with my train of thought.
All right, so here it goes.
Okay. Good morning.
Good morning, ma'am. My name is Jason. I'm with ABC Painting Company, and I know I'm kind of knocking here in the middle of the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, did I catch you at a bad time?
Um, you know what? Yes, you have, but I am going to, hear what you have to say to me.
Well, I appreciate it.
Okay?
Thank you for the time.
No
So,
problem.
really, the reason why I'm stopping by today is I know it's it's springtime here. You probably already thought about it or whatever, but I've had a cancellation in our schedule a
Okay.
couple of weeks out. Um, had a job lined up, and
Mm-hmm.
for various reasons, customer had to actually reschedule to the end of the summer, and I'm out here today, um, touching base with neighbors in the neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
Wanted to see if you guys had had any plans on getting your house painted and maybe a room on the interior, the whole interior, or even the exterior.
You know what? I have my bedroom. I have asked my husband actually, excuse me, to have painted for me,
Okay.
and unfortunately he hasn't got around to it yet. And it's
So
been now 2 years, 2 long
2 years.
years.
Well, that's what I was
Yes,
going to ask. How long? So you've been wanted your bedroom painted for the last couple of years?
yes,
Okay.
yes.
And what even?
I picked the color and everything.
Oh
I
my
just,
gosh.
I'm just waiting for that moment.
All right. And you said that your husband's been just too busy to get it done.
Unfortunately, yes, and
I
he does a
gotcha.
great job. He just doesn't have the time right now.
Okay. Yeah, he doesn't have the time.
No.
I, listen, we're we're so booked up right now that I'm surprised that we have this time. Like I said, we've had this customer cancel. It was a couple of day project. Um, would do you think would you be interested in getting that room painted within the next couple of weeks?
I would love to. I just want to know the price.
You'd love to.
Unfortunately,
You'd like
yeah, that
know the price?
always comes down to money for
Yeah,
us.
absolutely, absolutely. Money is always an issue, right?
Yes,
Yeah, but no, it's always a subject at the end, like you said.
yes.
Um,
I'm sure not for only me,
what do you
but
think your husband would say about hiring somebody to get the room painted?
you know what? There is a saying, guys, that It's better just to get it done and ask for permission later or
Forgiveness.
forgiveness later
Better to ask forgiveness than
than for
permission.
permission. Yes.
Ah, okay.
So if the price is right, I'll just go for it. I
I got
usually
you.
make the decisions in the
So
household.
if the
So
price is right, you'll go for it.
yes.
Okay. Um, well, bedrooms are pretty standard.
Okay.
Usually, it's pretty, they're pretty cut and dry.
Okay.
Um, but what I would like to do is at least take a couple of measurements of the room, so I know
Okay.
the size of it. And yeah, obviously, I need to, accommodate for paint and all that kind of stuff. Would you have a few minutes now to show me the room?
He's not here, so go ahead.
All right, let's go take a look at it.
All right.
All right.
Okay. So what did you come up with?
All right. So that room, yeah, I mean it's a standard, pretty much standard size master bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
You did not want the closet painted, correct?
No. So it
Okay.
has two closets on one side, as you've seen it, and then several windows in both walls.
Yeah, and with your color, there's really no reason to paint. The trim is all in good shape, so you really don't need to do the trim.
Correct.
Okay. But you did want a new coat of white on the ceiling to
Yes.
brighten the
Yes.
ceiling up.
Yes. Yes.
So with the ceiling and all four walls painted, not the closet, not the trim,
Mm-hmm.
you'd be looking at $850. We would be able to be in and out in a single day.
Okay.
I need you to have the room prepped, move like we talked about, all of the things towards the inside of the room.
I have to move them. I will need a helper.
Okay.
Because if I'm not asking him, he
Oh,
can
that's
know.
right. You're not notifying your
And it
husband.
has to be a day that
we need
he's
to
not
get
there.
in and get out in a single day. That's
Yes.
right. Okay. My guys will usually help if you can get the bulk of things to the side put away and out of the way. That'll help. And then my guys can help move the dressers out, get everything tethered to the center of the room.
Okay, but there is no charge for that, is there? A hidden charge?
There's no charge for that.
Okay.
We'll help you out.
So I'm gonna stop right here, guys, because again, active listening. You gotta listen for every cue that the customer is giving you. So you give that perfect sales, right?
Yeah.
Do you agree?
I think you're right.
Okay.
Yeah, like I said, hey, listen, I know you probably were going to get in and out in a day. We'll have to schedule it on the day where your husband's gone. So yeah, I was like I said, $850. We'll be in and out. That's materials, paint, everything's included.
Okay.
And we'll help you move everything. The big stuff we can help you move.
Yes.
Obviously, you don't want us moving your little knickknacks and personal items.
No, I can move that. Yeah.
But we'll help move everything. We'll make sure everything is cleaned up and nice by the time we leave. And that way, when your husband comes home, who knows? Most guys probably won't even notice that the room color changed, right?
That's right. That's what I was hoping for. Yes. So one more thing I want to mention is, what if you guys are scheduled for a day and then you don't have enough work? I just want to make sure that you guarantee that you'll be there and in and out.
We'll be
the
there.
Same day. I don't
We'll
want
be there.
any.
Listen, I can't. You are right. There are times where people get sick.
Yes.
Things change, but as long as you commit to getting it done, we'll be here.
Okay.
I've got a large crew. If a couple of guys go down, I can always bring in a couple of other guys. But here, listen. It sounds like we're pretty much in agreement here. How about we plan for April 31st, April 30th, Tuesday? We'll be in here. What time's your husband leave for work?
Usually by I have to say by 8.
Okay,
he will
by
be
8.
out. Yeah.
We want to be started by 8:30. To get this done, we need to be started by 8:30. So we'll be here.
Okay.
Let's go, and I've got a couple of things here. I got a little bit of a checklist that I need you to sign off on, as well as just a short agreement.
Okay.
With the date and the price, and we'll get this done for you.
One more question: are you guys licensed and insured?
Okay, that's a good question. Have you dealt with other painting contractors in the past?
Yes, and they were licensed and insured.
Okay, so in the state of Michigan, a painting company doesn't need to be licensed.
Oh, okay.
Back in 2009, that law changed.
Okay.
So to answer that question, we're not licensed. Okay. But we are insured.
Okay.
And I can bring you. I've got a copy of our insurance right here in my folder, actually.
And
here's
you know
our
what?
Copy of our insurance.
And I just thought about something that since you came to my door, I wasn't looking for a painter. Just thought about this. Do you guys have like a customer clientele that can give reviews? Can I check your website in the internet? Can you show me some work that you
Yeah,
have done in the
absolutely.
past?
I can give you that information. We've got a website.
Okay.
I've got some customer reviews on there. I've got a couple of referrals if you need to. What
Okay.
I'd really like to do though is get you locked in. Like I said, if I don't get this spot filled,
Gotcha.
now,
Yeah.
I'm going to be moving on.
Okay.
And I know I'm going to fill this spot today because painting is in such high demand. So why don't we go and get the paperwork done? I'll
Okay.
get you those referrals. I'll get you the website address, copy of our show you our copy of our insurance, and then you know what? In the next couple of days, if you find out that whoa, these guys are not who he's portraying they are,
Okay.
give me a call immediately,
Uh huh.
and that way I'll have to I'll have to get that day booked.
Okay.
But trust me, you're gonna love it. We're gonna get in, we're gonna get out, and we will do our absolute best to get out before your husband gets home.
Okay, and then do you make suggestions for like what kind of like finish you're gonna give to the room, anything like that? Because I have picked out the colors, and I think they will go great with my bedroom. But you know,
Well, what level of shiny do you like?
uh, matte, not like too shiny, not
Okay,
too.
then we'll go with a matte or an eggshell finish.
But for bedrooms, is that what you suggest?
Yeah, typically. I mean, that way you can wipe them down and they're easily cleanable.
Okay,
Some people like a really high shine. Usually, we only see that high shine though on trim and moldings and that kind of stuff. However, um,
so you're saying high traffic areas?
high traffic areas, yeah.
Okay,
But a matte satin type finish is going to give you the ability to clean it. And as long as again, that's personal preference.
okay.
I mean, I can make professional recommendations, but sometimes people have that personal preference. They like the shiny stuff. So,
Okay, so just should we do a quick recap? I
oh,
am sold. I am sold. By the
I
way,
know, but
yes.
in that,
Okay,
I could have said, "Well, that's a good question. What type of finish do you like?" So, you're asking about,
you did actually, and I said
okay,
mate,
all right,
mate.
yeah,
Yeah,
you did. So I was actively listening. I put that back at you. What type of finish do you typically like?
yeah.
Instead of answering it for you, then you did follow up and ask for some additional,
Advice. Yeah.
advice. So,
Okay. So with that said, yes, I am sold.
all
So
right. Well, here we'll go
let's
do
do
the
this.
paperwork and
All right.
we'll get it done.
Perfect.
So that was our little impromptu role play here. ABC Painting Company going out there knocking doors. I feel like I got really lucky and ran into the right customer.
Yes, you
But
did.
you know what? Maybe it was just my magnetic personality that
That's right.
really made it happen.
Smile. You guys have to smile. And you have to make the customer, reassure the customer that you are the professional, that you are going to leave that space as as they had it previously, they went in, and you guarantee the job.
Absolutely.
So, and the person is more than likely going to say yes if they are desperate,
Well, if it's on their mind, I mean,
in their mind,
I think
yeah, for a
that
long
was a
time.
good example.
Yeah.
And like you said, if the price is right, um, you're willing to get it done
Mm-hmm.
and suffer the consequences later. Usually, the husband's probably only going to be mad for a day or two, and then he's going to see how happy his wife is, and he'll realize he was wrong, and everything will be fine.
Another quick advice that just came to mind, guys. As you are walking into that customer's house, always check for, and be mindful of the network of people that you have so you can refer jobs to them.
That's right.
So, you can mention, oh, I noticed walking up your bedroom that, this and this is, needs to get done. If you want to, I can make some
Yeah.
recommendations or,
Yeah.
things like
Absolutely.
that. Maybe you can do that not at the beginning, maybe at the end after you show that your job was beautiful and that you do a really good job.
Yeah.
And
Maybe
you
I
will
would
get
say
some trust from the customer.
what I would say to that then,
Hmm.
and we can think about this, would be that would be a good thing probably to do after you've closed the
After,
customer.
yeah,
Get the signature, get the job lined up, and then
yes,
say, hey, by the way, when we get done with this, once we show you the quality work we can do, I noticed a few other things here I'd love to talk to you about. I've got a great network of partners
there
who
you
can
go.
handle some of these things as well. And then just leave it at that.
Yeah,
Come in a couple weeks later, get the job done, make the customer happy,
show them
follow up
how
afterwards.
beautiful of a job you
Yeah,
do.
then it gives you an
Uh-huh.
opportunity to come back. Hey, wanted to double check, make sure everything was good. Fantastic, happy customer. By the way, remember I talked to you about X, Y, and Z? Yeah. Would you be interested in looking into that? Or Do you have anything else that you want to get painted?
There you go.
All right. Well, listen, that was fun.
Yeah.
Version of In the Trenches.
And I hope you guys enjoyed it. So until next time, we are signing off.
See you